All right, final hours of Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking trial as both sides prepare for closing arguments. They're starting today.
So this comes as prosecutors abandon a number of allegations against this disgraced hip-hop mogul. We've got Briella Tomasetti live at the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan with the latest on this. Briella, good morning.
Brooke and Bob, good morning to both of you. And with this trial finally entering those last stages, we do have an idea of how those closing arguments will play out because we got a lot of the details yesterday. Now, the timing of jury deliberations will all depend on how long exactly those summations take. So to recap, prosecutors and defense attorneys hashed out a schedule in the courtroom while jurors were not present. They will start prosecutors at 10 o'clock this morning and be given 4 hours to make their case. The judge agreed to let them go for 2 hours, break for lunch, and then go for 2 more hours. The defense will do the same exact thing tomorrow. According to the government, it appears Assistant U.S. Attorney Christy Slavic will be handling the prosecution's closing arguments instead of the lead counsel, Maureen Comey. Mark Agnifilo will present closing arguments for the defense as expected. He says he'll need about 3 hours to make his case to jurors. Yesterday, a significant development we're tracking. Prosecutors revealed in a court filing that they were dropping some of the charges. In a letter to the judge, the government said it will not pursue the theories of attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and aiding and abetting sex trafficking, with efforts to streamline jury instructions. In other words, to make it a bit easier for them to comprehend. Legal experts say it's also likely prosecutors were concerned that their witnesses and evidence could not prove those charges in the first place. Now, keep in mind the jury is expected to deliver a verdict before 4th of July because the courts are closed, and the judge said in the first place from the very beginning of this trial that he wanted this entire thing to wrap up by then, and that brings us to next Friday. But that would give the jury, depending on that timeline, about 4 or 5 days to reach a verdict. But it depends if they are handed the case tomorrow, which is less likely than them getting the case early next week on Monday. But that's the latest live here in Lower Manhattan. Brooke and Bob, back to you.
Yeah, really, this is so interesting because not only, of course, is it going to come down in a case with so many technicalities, it's going to come down to whether the jury thinks he committed these crimes or not, but also if they genuinely understand them.
Right, and the big thing with prosecutors, the government dropping those extra charges, a lot of people are speculating, was that done to simplify the instructions for the jury, or was that really done because the prosecutors at the end of the day were nervous that they could not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Diddy did those things? So this, the defense could look at it as a win for them because at the end of the day you have less on the table now that Diddy is facing.
Could be complicated from a legal standpoint. And really quickly, Briella, how much time is he facing here? How much time is he facing?
Just repeat that question one more time.
How much time is he facing?
Well, it depends again on the charges that he gets. It could be life in prison, but depends on what he's convicted of.
Right. Okay. Briella Tomasetti. Briella, we always appreciate your time and you helping us out there this morning. We'll be watching it very closely. Thank you.
Thank you.